Or if I not fight, my dad not gonna come back home. I need to be a good fighter to keep them together.
At just 16, she stepped into the spotlight against killers twice her experience and shocked the world.
Showdowns. Supergirl started out. Got the right. World title fights later on.
This is Supergirl Jaroonsak.
Sometimes the kids like have bad parents, drugs or bad things. We offer them to go train Muay Thai for free. My dad always match me to fight with who have like 100 fights. So I have to like train harder. We're gonna compete a lot.
Yeah, harder with your sister?
Yes. Bring me food, he knows.
Yeah.
They need to have social medias.
Yeah,
and-
you will think like stepping into the ring is like the hardest part, but it's actually that are the
Yes.
hardest part.
Yes. Cartwheel is the most harder thing in fight. My first fight, I go fight alone.
Okay guys, then welcome back to another episode of Boxing to Brunch, where we talk about all things combat sports, lifestyle, and fashion. Today, I'm joined with the one and only Anna Supergirl Jaroonsak. We've met each other already like a couple of years ago in Koh Samui for the Michaux resort where we did the amazing shoot together. And today we're not only gonna have brunch, talk about her current life after retirement, we're also gonna visit her gym. I'm gonna get some training tips and tricks from her. And yeah, we'll do some random stuff as well. So if you haven't checked that episode out, that is called On The Go with Michaux. That will be available at our YouTube channel. So yeah, welcome Anna.
Nice to meet you for 3 years.
Yes, exactly.
3 years is a lot.
It's been a while. It's been a while,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy to see you again. Spoiler alert, we saw each other last week already for a little bit, so it's good to see
Yeah,
you
a little
again.
bit talk.
Yeah.
A little bit spoiled.
Yeah. And yeah, it's so good to be here and to just hear about your life, what you've been up to, and I can't wait to visit your gym later. Because when did you move to Phuket now?
I think 2 years.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you lived before like in Bangkok, and like how different is the lifestyle compared from Bangkok to Phuket?
It's a lot different. Like I live in Bangkok my whole life, so in Bangkok like more malls, more is city, so easy to travel or something, but it's busy. A lot of people and pollution. And then when I move here, I feel like more calm. And you know that I have 5 dogs and 5 cats. I like to bring them to the waterfall, to the forest, something.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I think here they're happy and I'm happy also.
That's great. That's great. Yeah, I think it's indeed like a different lifestyle, right? Like I haven't been to Bangkok that many times, just a couple of times, but like yeah, compared to Phuket, like you have the ocean, you have like the jungle, you can go and hike. It's a different lifestyle, right? Yeah. So was that like the main reason why you decided to move to Phuket?
Because of Peter.
Peter,
Yeah.
We don't see him right now, but he's Anna's boyfriend. He joined us today as well.
Yeah, because he want to fight MMA, and then he say like here is the best MMA gym, most of like the best gym here. So he moved to train here, and then
Yeah.
like I think like oh, I should be here also because the doctor said I have like pollution allergy. So if I keep staying in the city in Bangkok, I'm gonna get like the infection.
Yeah.
So I have to do surgery. That's why I moved here, and then I feel much better.
Oh,
And then I think
really?
about like here have a lot of Muay Thai gyms. So I moved here and opened my new gym here also.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, I'm definitely, I can't wait to go and visit your gym. And that's crazy, right? Like I've heard it already before that there's so much pollution in Bangkok. So good that you made like the right decision to move here now. And good for Peter as well. So like compare like the gyms, like are there like only like a lot of like Muay Thai gyms in Bangkok and not because Peter's more like doing MMA now?
Yeah, he do more MMA, but in Bangkok a lot of Muay Thai gyms. So he moved here.
Okay, good. And what about your gym? Is it like mostly focused then on Muay Thai because that's of course what you're known for? Or do you also have like other classes or?
Now we focus on only Muay Thai because my dad and me be good with it, so we know everything about that. And then, yeah, first thing like we want to make like we want to have a pro fighter, and then customer also. So mix and match. But it's our first time to have like bigger business because our old gym is at our house and then small gyms. So
Yeah.
we don't have to think about the business much.
Yeah.
But now we have to change everything.
Yeah.
So when we started, I planned about like the gym construction, the website, accountant before like whole thing with me. So yeah, you know that my best friend is ChatGPT, so it helps a lot.
ChatGPT is my best friend as well.
Yeah. Like you say, like sometimes you're sad, you're happy, you can ask him like, oh, it's good.
True,
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
It's
you,
like
you're the best.
He always hypes us up, right? Like we're always doing
Yeah.
good things. We're not
Yeah.
doing any worse. Yeah. No, but like I think like AI definitely improves my life as well, and I also ask it a lot of like questions regarding all different kind of subjects. But no, like it's super interesting to hear about like you now because how old are you? I know it's maybe like not a really a question you ask a lady, but you're still very young, right?
Now, this year, I'm 22.
22. My goodness, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they say like I retire like from the fight too early, but you see, I start training when I was 3 years old,
My
and I start
goodness.
fight when I was 10.
That's crazy.
So it's pretty long time, and it like, yeah.
3 years old. Hey, yeah, tell me more about that. Like how did that all started? Like, yeah.
Yeah, I also have videos I send you after.
Yeah,
like, I
do
kicked
it,
the
do it.
pad
We
when I
can show
was
it to
3
you
years
guys.
old.
Yeah, we will.
Like I always say, we start with like our house and small gyms. At first, we start to help the kids around the house because around house is have like in front of the area. We
Yeah.
have like this slum area, so sometimes the kids like have bad parents. They get like drugs or bad things.
Yeah.
So we offer them to go train Muay Thai for free.
Oh wow, that's more.
And
that's
then
beautiful.
now we help them a lot. But it's our house and gym, so it's pretty easy. We just start with that. When I grow up, I see the heavy bags. I see everyone training. My sister
Okay.
also train also, and I feel like, oh, I want to train. And then my dad start to hold pad for me, but not the real pad, just the pillow.
Oh
the
yeah,
soft-
because you're still
soft
like a
one.
kid, really. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Yeah.
After that, I train every day. I feel like, oh, I want to fight too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before, not much woman fighter.
True.
So I see only on the TV, oh, fighter have to be only Muay Thai shorts, no
Yeah.
shirts.
Yeah.
So every time I train, only shorts. And I feel like, if like that, I'm a real fighter.
Oh, okay, it's so cute. Yeah.
But after I see the videos, I'm shy.
To show like you're like, yeah, exactly. No.
It's make me confused when I was kids. I feel
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, fighter need to be only
Yeah,
shorts.
yeah.
I see only men fighter. So
Yeah. I think the sport has changed massively, right? Like over like the 10
Yeah,
years. like-
even the laws also,
yeah.
they change since my generation.
In what sense?
You know that like it's same as the football team. If you move the team, they have to buy you from
Oh,
another
yeah,
team.
yeah.
Muay Thai the same. But before in Thai law, it's like if you have contract with this gym, you have to be at that gym your whole life. Yeah,
Oh,
but they just
seriously? I didn't know about that.
yeah, but they just change in my generations to have like 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's much better.
So you can like now explore multiple gyms, or just the contracts are not that long anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
But sometimes the contract is not, it's not good. Sometimes they get money too much and you get nothing.
Yeah.
You can see like most of good, like pretty good fighter for the past long time ago, but now they do tuk-tuk driver.
Oh, to earn
Like,
more money. Yeah.
Yeah, because some gyms, they not allow you to go study.
Yeah.
Because they say it's waste your time. You have to train all the time because they pay for the food, for the stay.
Yeah.
So they don't want you to go study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
why my dad started thinking about that. Like, oh, most of his friends like really good fighter, but they broke.
Yeah, that's
Or-
true. And I think especially in Muay Thai, right? Like I still think nowadays there isn't much.
So it start from him. He start thinking about that, and then he fight and use the money to go train until he finished the master degree, and then he tried to practice English by himself. That's why have house. We can start the gyms, everything. So it's good.
Yeah.
And it's also my fight name, Supergirl.
yeah.
He think about like he don't know that I'm gonna famous or something. My sister, he named my sister first, Wondergirl.
Yeah.
So it's English name. Most of Thai fighter like Thai,
True,
like,
true. Yeah.
like
You have to
Pet
be smart. about it.
Something like they're gonna name like Diamond, something like that. But they name my sister Wondergirl, and they say, oh, is she Wondergirl? I'm gonna be Supergirl.
Oh, you chose it yourself.
Yeah,
then.
so it's English name, so it's pretty easy to people to remember the name.
Yeah.
But we don't think about that. We just like fight because we love it before.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, but now it's a good name.
yeah, still. And you were like really like, and you still are such a phenomenon in the Muay Thai world, right? Like, because when did you, because you started training at 3, you had your first fights at 10, you said?
Yes.
But then they were like just in Bangkok in local stadiums. Like, how was that like first fighting experience as such a young woman, you know?
You know, my first fight is like in some local event, like in a temple or something. I think it's not temple, it's like local fight. I was 10 and then like, I'm so excited, you know, that time. My first fight, they not believe that my first fight.
Really?
Yeah, because before when I train in my house and it's like close to the school, so most of the boys walk past my gyms. It's like my house. So they see I'm training and said, oh, you're just the girls, maybe like not that good,
they don't
something
take
like
you
that.
seriously,
And my dad teach me, you don't go fight like out of the ring. No rules, don't fight like that. Don't do street fight.
Big!
So he asked all the boys to go like sparring with me. So he always asked like the boys around who walks around, they're like, oh, she's just a girl. He asked like, oh, you go sparring, have rules, have gloves. Yeah, go fight her. So I get most of experience from that.
Yeah.
Because they never train, so they do 100% punch. I need to like, oh, I have to win all the time.
Yeah,
I cannot
yeah.
lose because like, oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you train and they not train, you need to win, you know. Sometimes it's a little bit like stress, but it's okay. I get more experience, punch them. I have to thank them a lot because of them I have more experience before than other fighter.
Yeah, exactly.
They come and punch me and they're like, yeah, I win.
Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I think some guys they might not have taken you seriously, especially like back in the days as like a young kid, you know. They probably think like, oh, you know, we as the boys, you can.
Yeah,
you can
some
go and
boys
get
they
the girls.
cry and go back home.
Oh, and they have to stay home. Like, I got beat up by a girl. Yeah.
That's why my first fight doesn't look like first fight. So they're like, oh, you lie or something like that. No, I have a lot of like the kids like to fight with me.
I think it's probably a mix of, you know, like your passion from the sport from such an early age, and then like the lifestyle you had at home, like your sister training, your dad helping out, and then being training. Like you said to me, like I trained every day, and then if you had your first fight, you were already like so like a natural. It was, I think, like a sign of like you were on the right track, right?
Yeah, when I'm born, I see everyone training already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about your sister? Like, is she older or younger than you?
She older than me 5 years, so she started training like when she was 5. So first time she is my idol to like fight because I see her training and she fight before me. I think her first fight when she was 8 years old.
Okay, wow.
And then she kind of tall, so she 8 but she tall, so she fight with like another fighter who like more age and like can think more when fight.
More experience.
More experience. When she fight, maybe it's hard. So that's why my dad stopped like training a little bit until I was 10, and then we start training again to be like fighter. Just wait for it.
Yeah. How was that experience then, having like your sister train as well? Like together, like, you know, like were you like always like sparring with each other? Like was it like an advantage, you think, or was that rather something else?
It's not that good when sparring with your sister or your siblings. You're gonna compete a lot.
Yeah, harder with your sister?
Yes.
I would maybe think you would like go easy because you don't want to hurt each other, but you guys,
No way.
went for it. Yeah.
You can ask like another fighter who has brother or sister. We're not gonna do like easy sparring.
Okay. So actually it was a good thing because then it pushed you always to do better, right?
Because you know each other, sometimes we punch the same thing, kick the same thing, everything
know
the
each other
same.
already.
Feel like it's hard.
I need to find
that's why I
something.
need to bring another sparring partner also.
And how did you do that? Like just other gyms or people you knew like back in the days? How did that work? Then how did you find other sparring partners?
One of my neighbors. He's the
Nice.
boys, like, yeah. So can punch harder, we can make it fast, sparring,
Yeah.
something like that.
But I think it's also just like in Thai culture, right? Like a lot of people ask me all the time, like, like Thailand, what do you like so much about it? And of course, like I'm so passionate about the sport itself as well. As a Thai person, I think in general, you just grow up with the sport, right? Like aren't like most Thai
Yeah.
people like
You
involved
can
with
see
it
it on
somehow?
like TVs, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's know Muay Thai.
Yeah, exactly. It's so part of the culture. How did that evolve? Like, doing your first fight at 10, like when did you like start like earning money or like wanted to do improve or get into the bigger organizations?
At first, we didn't think about no money. When kids fight, sometimes get like 40 baht. It's less.
Yeah,
Sometimes
whoa.
200 baht,
Oh my
300
God.
baht. I start from that, like from like many fights.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about the money. I think about like, yeah, I want to go fight.
Yeah, just follow your passion.
Yeah,
That's
and have
important,
more
yeah.
friends to train and feel like, oh, we want to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly I sparring with my dad. So when I was kids, I do 100%. But when I just like grow up, I cannot do 100%. He get hurt.
Yeah. Oh, your dad. Yeah.
One time I punched him and he knocked down and was like, oh, I'm
No
shocked.
way.
Yeah, because
Oh, Anna.
I grow up. So now just 20%.
Yeah, I think your dad, like I follow him on Super Dad. I follow Super Dad on Instagram
Super Dad.
too.
He pretty loved that name, Super Dad.
Yeah. Did he give that name to himself or you choose that for him?
Everyone just call him Super Dad, and then I love this name.
Yeah, I haven't met your dad yet. I was honored to meet your mom last week, Super Mom.
Super Mom.
Shout out to Joy. But yeah, no, I was in touch with your dad when we met each other like 3 years ago in Koh Samui for a Michaux resort wear shoot, and he was so proud of you. He was like texting me like Anna, she looks so beautiful, so gorgeous. And then I followed your dad on Instagram, and like I can tell he's so passionate about the sport too, right? Yeah.
Before I never understand like why parents always take like, oh, my daughter is like the best.
Yeah.
But now I understand when I talk about Peter, like, oh, this guy is famous, he fight really good. Okay, now I understand why.
Yeah.
You feel like proud to like present.
Yeah. But like your dad was, and always like also a little bit like some kind of like your manager, or like he guided you like also then in the or
Because
really?
before my English is not that good also, and he's like his English like much better than me, so he answered for me.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
So it's
yeah.
better.
Yeah. But now
And
your
then-
English is perfect.
Yeah, and I was too young also, so he screened the works and everything for
Yeah.
me. But now I do myself. He go travel, now he retired, so he happy.
Oh, okay. So is he still now involved at your gym, or
My dad?
yeah?
Yeah, he take care about like the fighter, the techniques. So for me, I take care about the manage everything.
Yeah.
And he focus only like fights.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah. Maybe if we take it back then into like the bigger promotions, was like one championship like the biggest promotion, or were there like other like names or stadiums before
think-
that?
For me, it start like step by step maybe. For me, my whole fight, I fight only 51 fights. So it's pretty less for Thai people. Most of them is like more than 100 fights.
Yeah, that's
So
crazy.
the-
But still, 51 is pretty like.
No,
Can you
it's
imagine?
pretty
She's
less.
22, guys. She has already like 51
pretty
fights.
less.
It's
Most of-
insane. Like,
Most of Thai people like 100, 200, some is like almost 1,000 because they fight every day.
every day. But like that takes
My-
like a toll on your body, no? Right? Like, yeah.
You know, my dad generation, they fight 3 times in one day.
What?
Like you have a meals like 3 times.
And is it then just for like earning a little bit of money, or is it just because they just love it so much, or what's the reason behind it?
Most
To-
of them
to
like
fight
that.
so
they
much.
they fight for money to live.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
how much did you earn, or people earn in general back in the fight? You said already like 200 baht, and to give people some context, 200 baht is like US dollars, 5 euros, something like that. So yeah.
But I think now some people like first fight they get 2,000-3,000 baht or like 5,000 baht. I think now Muay Thai most like popular now.
Yeah, so you get more.
Get more.
I also had one fight in Koh Samui after our shoot, and I won. I think I got like 3,000 baht or something.
Oh, my
yeah,
first fight,
professional, undefeated professional. Which is like, it is like 75 euros, which is like 80 US dollars or something like that. Yeah.
No.
But yeah, I didn't do it for the money, but yeah, exactly. Then it's for amateurs even it's getting
Yeah, that's why it take pretty long time to make a pro fighter, like 5 years, 10 years to make a good fighter.
Yeah.
So it's invest a lot. If you don't love it, you cannot do.
No, because if you say like I'm gonna start now, and you're like against somebody that had already like 100 fights on their record, like
Yeah.
that's something like experience you can't beat, right? Like,
For me, my dad always matched me to fight with who have like 100 fights experience
Really?
all the time.
Whoa.
He say like, win or lose, you're not gonna get stressed.
yeah,
If you lose, oh, that's fine. She has more experience. But if you win, you're good.
yeah, exactly.
That's why like I grow pretty fast for another fighter because every fight he always match me with a hard fight. So I have to like train harder.
Yeah,
But the thing is like some fighter is like big gyms and one trainer have to take care like 5 or 10 fighters. So sometimes it's not focused enough.
Yeah.
But I'm lucky that I have my dad to be a coach, only me and my sister, so we can focus 100%.
Yeah.
That's why I grow fast.
yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
amazing. But it says a lot about, I think, your mindset as well, right? Because like if I would say like even if I want to fight and you go to somebody with like a record of like 100 fights, like that does something to you mentally, doesn't it? Like how did
Yeah.
you like cope with that?
For me, same as like when I fight with Fairtex, she like more famous, more experience, everything. But when I go fight on that fight, I feel like calm and chill.
What is your favorite Thai food?
Yeah, when I was in America, I have this almost every day.
When you were in America, you
Yeah.
missed it? Yeah. I think most Thai people, but even I, like now when I recently was in Cape Town, I also missed eating Thai food. So I ordered a couple of Thai foods as well.
Yeah, even I cannot eat spicy. Like, I still
You can't eat spicy?
no, like a kid. Like when I order, you know the papaya salad, I say like, oh no chili. I cannot. I already try.
Yeah, I always say nit noi, which is a little
Nit
bit noi. Yeah. Teach me a little bit more Thai, then I'm like later today, then I can say more things. I know some things, but yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay, like I just told you, like when if I will stand, I feel calm and chill because
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
I feel like
Peace, yeah.
same things. Like if I won, oh, I'm good enough. But if I lose, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you're gonna feel stressed when you fight with almost same levels or her level is a little bit under you. You're gonna feel like you have to win only. It's only one. You have to win. You cannot lose.
Yeah.
You feel like that. But if she better, you can win or lose. That's fine.
Yeah,
you do
yeah.
your best.
Yeah, exactly.
So
You
it's
did like your best.
It's different.
Okay, yeah, that way. Yeah. How was like your fight with Stam Fairtex?
Oh, on the fight, my opponents and Stam's opponents like cannot make weight and just the promotion. They just asked me like, oh, you want to fight MMA with Stam? And I was like,
MMA.
yeah. I said like I train BJJ only like I'm just like a white belt and she a purple belt.
Oh wow, is she? I don't know. Yeah.
How I gonna fight with her? So I asked them to fight Muay Thai because I train for Muay Thai already. I prepare like most of elbows, and then they say like, oh, it can be like kickboxing. Kickboxing no elbows, but
Yeah.
if you see the videos on the fight, one time I almost elbow, and it was like, oh, I need to stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my sister she trained with Stam before, so I feel like oh, เกรงใจ like you know in Thai like it's like เกรงใจ like feel like oh sorry.
Yeah.
bit.
So you actually maybe then you had some inside information from your sister where she fought.
Now my sister like stopped fighting a little bit, but now she can come back because like for her heart problems, like I told you. Now
Yeah,
she,
you told me. Yeah.
She do like surgery already, so everything's fine.
Okay,
So I hope
good.
she fight soon.
Yeah. Maybe for the people who are watching, maybe they're not aware of like what's the exact situation with your sister. Like she had like a heart problem. Or babase?
Yeah. I don't know English to call, but it's like her height is not like 100%. One is like smaller a little
Yeah.
bit, so she do surgery.
Okay, good. That's
Yeah,
just-
but it's not like
that's important.
the open,
No,
the
not
chest,
not
not
as
that
serious.
one. Just
yeah.
just put, I don't know, just put a string something. I don't know English.
Yeah.
Like
I
put in
also
her
don't know the
veins
English.
and then like I don't know that. Yeah, but it's kind of scary a little bit.
No, for sure, definitely out of your heart and stuff.
Yeah.
And then it's your sister, and yeah, and then especially for the sport, like my heart races all when I train. My heart is always like poo, right? Yeah. So it's important to
My
get
mom's
healthy
always
first.
say every time when she's training, oh, I feel like my heart gonna stop.
Yeah, me too.
No way. When you train, your heart gonna be like faster, not gonna stop.
Yeah. And sometimes you feel like your heart is going so fast, and I'm like, I'm gonna faint or whatever, right? Yeah.
Maybe like some people get heat stroke when they train in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Open
yeah.
air, like feel. But before, I sweat very hard. Like when I train, sometimes no sweat. But when
Really?
I start training harder, I think my health is like getting better, get more sweat and
More
like
sweat,
more
yeah.
healthier.
Maybe if you're not sweaty, you're not training hard enough, Anna.
Oh
No,
Yeah.
like I sweat sometimes. I'm always like drenched in sweat here in Thailand. But like the humidity, like even now, like I'm a bit hot. Let's try our food a little bit, no? You had pad thai,
Yeah, pad thai.
shrimp. I have a green curry. What's the Thai name for this, Anna?
แกงเขียวหวาน
Thank you. Can King Wine.
แกง
Gang.
เขียว
Kill.
หวาน
One.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We got it. This is good. Yeah, the food here at Qatar Rocks is always great. We also have this. I don't know what this is. Just some bread and some olive oil.
And if don't have Muay Thai, I will never go like another country. Because I cannot like afford to go, you know. Because of Muay Thai, I can go like Hong Kong, go like everywhere.
You were able to travel because of Muay Thai?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Because before my family is not rich, is not like it's kind of almost broke before. Because like my dad have to take care everyone in the family, but he not ready enough. So yeah, but one time he go be like a tour guide because he tried to practice English, and then he find the guy whose name like Eddie. So he want him to like to my dad to be like a son. So we can start from there. Like we have house, we have car, everything. So we can start our life.
Yeah.
And then have gym to help people. We start from that. It's
Yeah.
from like my dad tried to go study. I think English is pretty like you learn the language is pretty important.
Yeah, English is definitely important.
If
You know,
he
wherever
not
you
go-
travel,
Yeah.
English is the
Travel.
language. Yeah.
If he not like try to speak English, he gonna find like this house or everything.
Yeah, it's gonna be really hard. And I think also for fighters, right? Like we were talking about the other day, like you need to learn how to promote yourself
Yeah.
a little bit as well, right? I think like social media is such a good
Ah.
aspect, and I think that definitely what you were saying, like back in the days, like Wondergirl, Supergirl, Superdad, Supermom, like it played like to your edge, right? Like, of course, you're also very good looking, and you were like really good at your fight, so that
thank you.
all like plays a role in it as well. But yeah, you have to, I think, really be smart nowadays, like on how you present yourself and to use social media to your advantage, right? Like it's there, it's not gonna go away with AI now as well. So better use it to your benefit.
Yeah, me and my sister, our face not look the same. Some people think like, oh, Wondergirl, Supergirl is like real sister, something like that. Because she looks like my dad, and me looks like my mom. So it's different.
Yeah.
And we train like different gym also.
It's
Now
true.
she wants to go like more MMA. I go Muay Thai.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they think like, oh, maybe not sister, something like that. Yeah, but she's my idol.
Oh, it's nice to hear.
I
Yeah.
start fighting from her.
Yeah, that's great. That you have like that example and like that it's like in the family. I think that's really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good family times. Like my mom like take care everyone, food, drinks, like
Oh, yeah.
moms always like
Yeah.
prepare everything. When they fight, oh, I have this, I have that all the time.
Yeah.
And then we start like growing up. I go fight in other countries, get more money and more famous because we do social media, like random videos, like training, something, everything. And then we start get like followers. We don't know why, we just post, we just be ourselves.
Yeah.
So the most things like you need to be ourselves, and I think fighters now cannot only fight. They need to have social medias.
Yeah.
And
No, I think that's very smart. Exactly. I think I like two things that you said, like just be yourself, be real, be authentic. I think so many people are also sometimes trying to play like a character, and that doesn't work. And I think like with you and your sister, you've always been just real and just passionate about the sport. And I think that maybe played like a big role in your career, like back in the days, because you were like you were and you are still such a big name in the sport, and back in the days, and like so much media coverage. Besides that, I think you were talking about it, like you're now helping your fighters as well with like creating content and having good videos, having good pictures, and just promote yourself a little bit as well.
You need to be a good fighter and need to be like the fighter who can sell more tickets.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
very important. So do more social. Some people say like, oh, you do a lot of socials, you know train. We're not gonna record when we training. We
That's
don't want
true.
opponent to see.
It's the same with working, right? Like I'd rather post where I'm at the pool, for example, but I won't be posting or filming myself when I'm working all day, right? And people sometimes don't get that. Yeah.
We cannot.
No.
Our opponent gonna see. Like,
Also,
when you in real training, you're gonna feel like tired and like not gonna smile or make funny videos.
Yeah. Or they
So-
see like, oh, there's where she drops her left
Yeah,
hand.
we
They're like,
don't
no,
want to
no.
show that.
No, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
especially no sparring content or anything, right? Like that
Yeah,
doesn't get out.
They're gonna
Maybe
see.
when we're really good hitting the pads or something, that's maybe something we'll show, but like just no
just for
sparring
to show
content.
to make content. It's real.
Yeah, exactly.
We need to do that to get a fight.
Yeah. So what would you recommend if like to any person listening that want to like get into the sport? What's your advice? Like where did they start? So first of all, they have to come to Phuket, Thailand. They have to go visit your gym. And then they need to, start recording, start taking pictures at your gym or train every day. Like what are your tips and tricks?
Yeah, and one thing is like always welcome to my gym. We just opened this gym for 2 years in Phuket, Thailand. It's called Supergirl Jaroonsak Gyms. Yeah, come visit me. Ding ding.
Yeah.
And you can, even beginner to pro, you can train at my gym because we separate the area. So the
okay,
things
that's good.
like what I'm thinking about, like the pro fighter gonna train on the ring at the same time as a beginner and intermediate, because
Yeah.
they're gonna look at the pro fighter to see
Yeah.
the reference. They're gonna feel like, oh, we want to be like that.
Yeah,
So we're
true.
not gonna spread the time, but just separate the area,
That's very smart. That's very smart.
but at the same time.
That's indeed very smart, because that's also like for me as well. Like what kind of gym do you choose? Because of course there's so many when you like come to Thailand, and first of all you want a gym where the pros get trained as well, where there are good fighters, so like the teachers, they know what you're doing, and then you also it's like that the vibe of like being just passionate about a sport, being a beginning, being an amateur, but also you kind of want to be in the same environment as the professionals, right? So that's very smart.
Even me, I want to watch like pro fighter training, or do we want to see like the techniques, or like how to be like that?
Yeah.
How different from me now? Maybe like almost there, something like that.
Yeah, and
You're
just
gonna
the
feel
energy, right? Like how hard they train, because like you have to train so hard in the sport. And
Yeah.
if I'm like doing 10 sit-ups and somebody next to me is doing 30, I'm like, come on, I need to get to 32, right?
Yeah. But not like mixed. If mixed, you're gonna feel like shy.
Yeah.
I'm new.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
really understand, because I'm a beginner before, so I really understand.
Yeah.
And I see like most of customer, and before I also hold pad. When I was in school, it's a Catholic school, so I go like wake up like 5 a.m. and go back home like 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. And then I hold pad.
Wow.
Some day until like 8 p.m. and then train myself.
Wow, that's our long days. And holding pads, like people don't underestimate it. Like it's exhausting as well, right? Like it's a workout kind of too. Like I did it once
Yeah.
and I was started sweating too of just
It's-
holding the pads.
Yeah, it's have some trick to not get hurt much, like just stay here. But I think fighter, if you hold pad, I think it's good for your career also. It's like
Yeah?
you think about the technique. Sometimes like basic techniques you already forgot. And when
Yeah.
you have to teach, oh, I forgot these techniques.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's like
That's true, yeah. Yeah.
practice your skill also to like declare like, oh, you have to step 1, step 2, turn your hips, everything, the momentum.
So you're like mentally constantly like
Yeah.
improving technique as well and like
And-
see what others do wrong so you can learn from it too.
And you
yeah.
can see the punch. You see, when the student gonna punch, you're gonna see the punch. 1, 2, kick. You're gonna know more. When you go fight, you're gonna see.
Yeah. Oh, that's smart.
So it's practice yourself also. I think it's good.
Yeah. Look, guys, nothing that she does is a coincidence. It's all with a bigger purpose behind it.
But I think too much. I think everything.
But I'm the same, but I think it's a good thing sometimes, you know? Like it's like a mix of like letting go, but like, you know, like yeah, and I think just you have to be smart in life, right? Like why if you can, you know, make it your life easier by thinking things over and being smart about it, then like why go
Yeah.
and do the hard
The plan
way?
A maybe like takes like 1 week, 1 month, and then also have plan B.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Also that you have to pivot. Like if something doesn't work, you have to just, you know, switch it up for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. When I go start like fighting in other countries, people just start know me, and after that, one championship come to my gym, and they're like, "Oh, we do contracts."
Wow.
I was like, "Oh, surprise!" I'm just
Wow.
16 years old that time. I was like, "Oh, it's pretty fast."
How old were you back in time?
16.
16. And one championship approached you yourself. That's amazing. I
And
think
the
that's
thing
quite
is, like,
unique.
My first fight, I go fight alone. It's COVID time, so
Oh, really?
no audience, nothing. The ring, so quiet, and I have to act like I have a lot of people there. I was so shy.
I can imagine. Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, where was that? Your first one championship fight?
Oh, I forgot now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impact Arena.
Look, Peter knows everything about Anna always.
Impact Arena. And that time is my first time to cut weight with the hydration test, and I go alone. And my dad, he have to work as a school teacher, so no one's go be my cornerman. So he hired some guys. I just know him that day to be my cornerman. So he don't know me.
Wow, yeah. I think that especially plays a big role, right? I think like with the little fights I had, like the people in your corner, that's your support system, right? That's your team. And then if it's then a stranger, I think that felt definitely very weird and still so young, being 16 years old and then being on such a big platform, yeah.
But for me, so many times I go fight alone without
Yeah?
my dad. Yeah, I go Australia. I go fight alone.
Wow.
No, don't have my dad, but have some Thai cornerman there. They try to help me, but they don't know my style, don't know my technique. They told me to go backward, but it's not my style.
Yeah, exactly. So you were like,
I talk with myself. I
don't
didn't
listen,
fight.
don't listen,
Just
just
go,
do,
go,
just do.
go.
Yeah, wow.
Just that. So many times. So first fight in one championship, I go fight alone, and then like, okay, I just go. Same as every time, but I didn't pass my weight, you know.
You didn't the first time?
No, because I have no idea how to cut weight with the hydration test.
Yeah.
You know that, like the water shake. I didn't pass it. I don't know. I have no idea to do.
Yeah, but like I think it's only one championship that does it, right? The hydration
Yeah.
test. So there's not much. I think then, yeah, back in the days there was not much science or help to be found, right, on how to do it the right way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can do because of Peter. He teach me how to do like hydration test. So I have idea how to cut weight. So my last 2-3 fight, I cut weight much easier.
Okay, good.
So because his weight can be like 72 kilo and he cut to 56.
That's
So that's a lot.
Yeah.
And last day is like 5 kilos and like crazy.
I remember you telling me in Koh Samui, we were joking. I think Peter had like back then also a fight, and then he had a massive weight on, and then he was eating constantly. And you were telling Peter like, stop eating so much, you're gonna get fat.
People in the comments say he's a balloon.
People can't see Peter, but like, yeah. He's a bit shy now. But yeah, no, tell me, like, I think I've heard a lot of fighters say that the weight cut is like the hardest and the most difficult part of being a fighter. And I think for people watching that are maybe not in the fighter's world, you wouldn't think that. You would think like stepping into the ring is like the hardest part, but it's actually all the weight things that are the
Yes.
hardest part.
Yes. Cut weight is the most hardest thing in fight. If you train hard and you eat 100%, oh, easy. Easy thing. But when you cut weight, you have to think about to gain weight back and healthier.
Yeah.
You know, if you cut weight and you're not recovery, you're gonna lost. If you cut weight too much and you go fight not recovery, you get punched, you knocked out. Very easy.
Yeah.
You can see some fighter, they like, oh, really good fighter, but fight with who less experienced, but he get punched here and then knocked down
Yeah.
because he cut weight too much and
Yeah,
not
so
recovery.
your body is weak, like you, yeah.
You have to know how to recovery also.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. Yeah.
And for women, we have the circle.
yeah,
so
also
it's
hormones,
much harder.
the cycle. Yeah, that definitely that plays a big role. Like, how did you dealt with all of that? Like, did you have somebody to talk about it or help you with like then? Yeah, you had that with the hydration test.
Yeah.
Peter could help you, but just like also like like as a woman in the sport, like I don't think that's talked about a lot, right? Like,
So most people think like if you take a pills, it's not good for you. But I think for the fighter, we need to take the pills, you know.
So you know exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly day, or you can continue the pills for the
oh,
things
true.
that
Yeah,
stop.
so you're not. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Oh, I
you need to
haven't thought about
choose the brand like the less hormone, so it's not
better.
affect to your muscle or your performance.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, I have like problem. I get like bad cramp, so I need to take that like for a long time.
Yeah.
My sister have the same problems.
Really?
Yeah, but now we know it's from our moms. She also have.
Oh, really? Yeah, like there's so many things about it. I've been like doing like a lot of like research and reading up about hormones and our cycle and stuff. And sometimes they say like, I'm not like a professional, like, guys, but like they say like even if you have like a lot of cramps, you need to eat more like healthy fats and stuff, and like that will help.
And you will get mad all the time.
yeah.
And you have to cut weight, you have to train, you have to like
hard,
on the
yeah.
camera all that time you're gonna like
Yeah, and also hormones, right? Because like yeah, maybe like for like in my experience when I used to take like the pill, I had like it was like the bad pill, so I had almost like zero testosterone in my body. But we have like all the different hormones, and also as a woman you need a little bit of like testosterone in your body because that will give you power and all those kind of things.
Yeah.
So and if you don't have that, and some weeks of the month, our hormones are working in our favor, and like some weeks they're like a little bit working against us when we feel more tired or you can feel more worried. I think a lot of like men probably don't know. The women watching, they can relate. So yeah.
you know you know that.
Yeah.
But now we just know how to like take care when I have that thing. So yeah, don't talk too much. Bring me food, snacks, everything.
Just listen.
He knows.
yeah. Oh no, that's good. Yeah. But going back to the weight cut, like I've never had to do it or not like in such a big part, but I think that's just so hard. And also like the mental aspect, right? Like the more like, for example, if like I've been like dieting in the past, and then when I say like I can't eat any sweets, the only thing I think about are sweets, right? Like isn't that like very hard?
But I think now for me after COVID passed, everyone like think about like how to have healthy food. So I just saw the one of sugar is 0 calorie and they say it's natural. It's like monk fruit sugar.
Oh yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I cut weight, I use that one to cook to everything.
Still, have your things and
Yeah,
cope
it
with
helps
that.
a lot.
Yeah.
And about the cut weight, I cut with the old school style before. From my first time cut weight in my life, it was kids.
And what is
then-
old school style?
Yeah,
What is that?
like
Just.
you know sauna suit,
Oh yeah.
but I don't have that. My dad make me wear like 3 sweater and 3 long sleeves, and then no eat for 3 days, only 1 eggs per days, and like little calf, and then no drink.
Whoa.
Because I
hard.
think about like, cut we have to cut everything and water also because we want to cut water.
Yeah.
So I do like that 3 days.
3
and
days
then,
long. More.
And then the last day before the shake weight, I wear like 3 layers,
So
no
sweat.
sauna suit. I run since like 5 a.m. like crazy at Ayutthaya. Whew, it's hard.
Yeah, I can imagine.
You know,
I've never
I
done it,
dizzy
though.
and
Yeah.
see the ghost running with me. I know it's like just want to drink, you know.
Yeah.
And after that, my opponents give me the sauna suit.
Oh, really?
Okay, and I passed the weight. And after that, I feel like, okay, my weight is passed already. I can't eat. So my mom also don't know. We don't know nothing. We have like the cold water with the syrups, and then I drink so fast. So my stomach is empty for 3 days, and I have cold water. So my stomach like,
Shrinks.
yeah.
Oh,
so
wow. All those tricks, yeah. I've
yeah,
heard of
so
it, yeah.
I throw up and like so bad and not recovery. On that fight, first round, okay, I win. Second round, win. But in the middle of the second round, I see everything's white.
Oh yeah, you're like your body can't know anymore.
Yeah, and I cannot remember anything. And after that, like I've lost because
Which fight was that?
it's a local fight.
Oh, local fight.
It's tournament.
Mm,
So if
tournament,
I
yeah,
won
yeah.
the first one, so don't need to cut weight anymore.
Ah, okay.
So easier.
Yeah.
But I cut the wrong way.
But yeah, then you learn probably from it, and
Yeah.
then next time you do it in a different
And after
way.
that, I try to use the sauna because I have a little bit idea, but it's not correct 100%. I use the sauna, but I don't drink
yeah.
any water. So
Then you get dehydrated, yeah.
Yeah.
But like you have to do it. I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. I don't have no idea. And
Yeah.
then I went to the sauna for like 15 minutes, no sweat, even like
No sweat.
no sweat because I no drink.
Oh,
They like-
yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. So much that comes to.
Oh, it's so many bad things about the cut weight. And then after that, I just know like, oh, they can do like the IV, like do IV to put minerals back, but it's not that good, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
Sometimes I think everybody is different, right? Like sometimes, yeah, you probably need more time to recover from like exhausting it and dehydration.
So
and
need to
everything.
cut weight like a good cut weight.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
first, not only like cut on that day.
Yeah. But like I've heard like a lot of fighters are dealing with like I don't know the correct English, like a yo-yo effect. Like you lose a lot of weight and then they start binge eating so much because they work so
Yes.
hard on themselves. So they,
Yes.
yeah, it's like very big contrast, right? Is that like something you experience as
Yeah.
well? That you then like want to eat like everything like all the time, like after the fight, or
Yeah. On the if I in Japan, I have to cut my hair also. And everyone gonna think like after you pass the weight, you can eat everything. No, you still need to eat healthy one. You know, because if you eat a bad thing, my weight passed, I eat like oily things
Yeah,
or
yeah.
a junk food.
just your body needs vitamins.
You
then, yeah.
you gain weight, but it's not healthy. When you go fight, you're gonna be slow.
Yeah. Also, yeah, true.
So you can eat junk food after the fight, not after you pass the weight.
yeah.
So it's pretty important thing.
Yeah.
So I passed everything already, like the bad cut weight, good one, and the best one. So
And what was the best one? What was your best weight cut? Like, what was that? Like, just were you guided or like just everything?
just
Easy.
I start know how to do like make a healthy food. At first, like healthy food, like maybe a month, and then cut the carb, cut the salt before, like 3 days before.
Cut carbs and salt.
Yeah, just slowly down.
More protein then, or like how was that then? What
Yeah.
are like healthy foods for you? Like just like like your fish.
The
and-
thing is like no sugar.
No sugar.
Don't put sugar. Just make you like
Yeah,
get
yeah.
big and
But like in Thailand, they love sugar, right? yeah. And right, like in like the drinks that we order and stuff, like or the coffees, always like no
But-
sugar, no sugar.
But every time after cut weight, when I eat the cake, cheesecake, everything, I feel like, oh, it's too sweet. Or some food, like normal food, I feel like, oh, it's too salty.
Like your taste buds, like I also
Yeah.
was gonna be healthy in a health regime, and then
Yeah.
indeed, and everything tasted super sweet or like
and some
yeah.
like too salty.
Yeah.
Even like only scrambled egg with nothing, no seasoning. With I feel like, oh, you put the sugar, something like that.
Yeah.
But for the cut weight, like it's the worst part from.
What would you recommend to
Muay Thai.
people watching like other fighters, like find somebody that can guide you through the process, or
Now, do you know that now Peter he makes a course for teach you how to cut weight for the
Okay, good.
fight. So, and also I make a cream
yeah, tell me more
to
about that.
sweat. So it's gonna release this year. So make it secret first.
Yeah, we can't tell too much, but we'll keep an eye out on it. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
to have you cut weight easier. And yeah, I want like Thai fighter know how to cut weight properly because
Yeah.
now they know cut weight you need to only wear sauna suit and run. You're gonna get sore
Yeah.
because like you cut water, your leg gonna be like super
Jelly,
sore and,
yeah.
like, before fight. And when they go fight, they have 100% performance.
Yeah.
You can see like in one championship, most of Thai fighter they pretty small, but why opponents so big? Even they same weight, because most of foreigners they know how to cut weight now. They have more ideas
Yeah,
now.
and then-
yeah, I want Thai fighter knows more how to cut weight so they can like fight.
Yeah,
good
yeah.
fight.
No, that's true. Sometimes they looks like that they're
people
from a
say,
different
"Oh,
weight class,
it look
but then
not
they
fair,
aren't.
maybe no.
Yeah.
We just don't know how to cut like a lot of weight
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
gain weight back.
No, that's true. But also, why are the weight cuts in fighting? Like something, right? Like it's a little bit like
But sometimes I think it's not healthy.
No,
That's why I
no.
retired also because about my health and I hurt my knees and many things also.
yeah. No, but I also like you experience that immediately when you like go for like a Muay Thai session. Like the sport is so much cardio and so much strength. And if I learned how to train without any breakfast. If I go for a morning session, like your body adapts a little bit to that. But it'd be like the previous day, if I didn't eat enough, like you're so weak. I'm like out of breath immediately.
Yes.
And like just no power, right? If you don't fuel yourself the proper way, it just doesn't work. Not with our sport, right? Like I think, yeah.
Yeah, you will feel like different if like if morning you eat carb or nothing, it's super different. You can feel it. Yeah, like what you say.
Yeah. But good. So
It's
Peter
amazing.
can go and help people with it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put Peter's details in the description below. So if anybody is searching for some guidance, they can go and reach out to him.
Yeah, because he's a balloon, Peter. And like cut weight, gain weight, cut weight, gain weight.
Yeah. No,
And you
remember
will see his weight always different. So I have new boyfriends every month.
Yeah, keeps life interesting. Huh? Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you're like, who's that next to me?
Next to me.
Oh, no, good. How long are you already together with Peter?
5 years.
Mm.
It's a long time.
Yeah, it's a long time. Was it like right when you started your fighting career? Oh yeah, of course. Like you started already a long time ago. Stupid. Yeah.
I met him at the gym. So, you like I told you guys like I train in my house, but my sister she go train at Fairtex gym, and then she
in
want
Bangkok,
to
right?
she
Yeah.
want to quit. Like it's same as football team. Like I told you, you have to buy the fighter to move to another team, and then we Maroc gym before. They asked like, oh, he can help to buy my sister out from Fairtex, but they need me to move to the gym also.
Yeah.
So I feel like, oh, okay. Even I want to stay at my home with my dogs. I love dogs a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we moved to Maroc gyms, and my sister moved there, and then I met Peter there. But before I moved to the gym, he texts me, how much you weight? I was like, oh, maybe he's a matchmaker. And then I answer him, oh, my weight is like this. Oh, you know Marie, she's my friend. You almost fight with her, something like that. And, oh, yes. That's why I think, oh, he's a matchmaker. And after that, he talked about animes about dogs. Oh, he knows me. And then, okay, I stop answering him. Nah, he gonna flirt.
Smooth of
Smooth.
Peter, yeah.
And
very
after that, I met him at the gym. Oh, he's same gym as me. He bring me to everywhere. I thought like the owner like told him to take care, but it's no. Smart.
Oh, good. How do you think that plays a role in your life? Like having a boyfriend already now, like for 5 years, that also is in the sport. Like how supportive is and was that of like your career and your future goals?
So he also the fighter. That's why like he really understand me, my career, everything, and also understand him. Now, before I used to like sparring with him. When we sparring, we can do like really hard sparring.
You also go harder on each other?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But
yeah.
it's good. It's hard, but we're not like real fight. We're not angry, but we feel like we need this technique, and we feel good about that. To talk about like this technique is good or not, and we do like little bit compete.
Yeah.
Punch him like you get the jab, something like that.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
so
nice.
it's good. He understanding me, and now I retire, and he want to make his dream come true to be like UFC fighter. So I support him.
Let's go.
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So do you think like before that he was like also more focused on helping you your career before your retirement, and that now he's like because you're retired he's more like going for his career, his fighting career? Or
It's not much different.
yeah, no, not much different.
Because
Okay.
my gym, he also like own that gym also. So we help open the gym. He train striking at our gym and train like wrestling, VJJ at the Cosine Gracie gym.
Okay.
So it's
Oh,
our
yeah.
partner is my friend's gym. So pretty good gym also
it-
to train MMA.
It's a new gym, right, in Phuket? Or is
yeah,
it?
it's a new gym. Just
Okay.
opened this year.
Okay, wow, yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
pretty famous.
Yeah, right, yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
famous. And pretty good coach like Owen, best one.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, we need to like go and check that out then later as well. Yeah. And then yeah, Anna, talking about your retirement. Why did you retire?
Yeah, I'm so young to retire from the fight, but I feel like now I feel like the fight is not like I don't want to fight anymore. I feel like I have to cut weight, do many things, and I feel like it's not myself anymore. You know that it's a little bit sad things, but now I'm okay. Everyone is fine. My parents divorced. So before, like I told you, we start with our family and then I train and fight. So I feel like, it's a family time and see my sister, everything. But after my parents divorced, I understanding that, if I not fight, my dad not gonna come back home.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna have new family or something. So I feel like I need to be a good fighter
Yeah.
to keep them together. Because I don't want to see my dad anymore. You know, they
Oh,
divorced.
yeah. So you wanted to keep everybody together
Yeah.
for like and
It's,
training connected everybody.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I'm kids. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Because I never have boyfriend or anything, so I don't understand like, if they divorce, they just divorce. They don't want to be together. They're not happy. But I feel like I want them to be together.
Yeah.
So I need to be a good fighter.
Yeah.
So my dad come to our house to train me every day until like I have more followers, more famous, and then make the gym like more customer now.
Yeah.
And then we move here. But when I grow up, I have to work, have to do many things, and I see the world more. Don't have only like Muay Thai fighter. Don't have only you can do many things, you know. Because before when I was high school, I told my dad I want to be a vet because I love animals so much.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he said like, you have to fight because if you fight, you get more money. You have like better future, you know.
The time mentality.
Yeah. So I was kid and I was like, okay, maybe I go study Japanese easier, something like that.
Easier something Japanese.
Because I love to watch anime. I'm anime fan, so
that's where
I
it
love
comes
to watch
from. Yeah.
it. Yeah, so I don't want to be a vet. And some they say if you be a vet and you really love animals and you like not strong mind, you can like
Can be hard. Yeah,
you
yeah.
can kill yourself from that. Because if the animals die, you're gonna feel sad
Yeah,
every
yeah,
day.
exactly. You
So
need to
it's
be
not
able-
bad. It's bad from your mind. So like, oh, maybe I don't be a vet.
Yeah, exactly. I also, when I was a kid, I also wanted to be a vet.
Aw.
But I think my mom always wanted to be a vet, so I think I just copied that. And we also had like always like a lot of like animals at our home.
It's hard.
But then I heard like you have to study so many years, and I was like, wow. I don't think I'm gonna go that direction.
That's why I'm be a fighter until last 2 months. I forgot that. Yeah, but when I grow up, I see more things to do. I love to do another things more, and I
Yeah.
feel like, oh, I love to do business more. And I'm really tired from the social media because one time I fight with Barbie, Katerina, and I get like pretty bad like comments, and all the time I'm 18. It's young for me. It's first time because before when you fight, it's only fight. Win or lose doesn't matter. You just fight. I feel fun.
Yeah.
But now when have social media coming, when you lose, everyone like
Yeah, yeah. External
but
pressure.
the bad thing is like, I don't understand why my another countries fan clubs they text pretty good.
Yeah.
They comments pretty good, but most of Thai maybe like
Very negative.
60% like pretty
Oh.
negative. But I never read. I didn't use Facebook.
Oh yeah. I think at one point, like I understand, like you know, like you were and are such a big name in the sport, and then, like yeah, like I think a lot of people then always, you know, were very intrigued with you and your life, but then it's just sad that they being, you know, would like write something negative. But it always says more about other people, you know, if they're like, you know, don't have anything else to
Yeah.
do in their life than to write negative comments, you know. But I can understand for as such a young woman like doing your passion, and then yeah, like how do you deal with that? Like even sometimes when you like, it doesn't have to do maybe perhaps with age, but I think that's just a hard thing to do, or like it's kind of like almost I think a muscle that you need to learn of, like, you know, to
Yeah.
be not to get affected
have,
by
like,
it. Yeah.
Strong wall.
Yeah. But then I can understand then from like, you know, starting at 3 years old, starting fighting at 10, and then, you know, being seeing it as something fun, seeing it as something passionate, and then, yeah, then it gets to a point where it's not fun anymore, right? That you can't even open your
Yeah.
phone maybe because you will see like negative things that, yeah, I can
Yeah.
imagine that affects you.
And about the family, like since I have like my second champion, like is Thailand champion, and I asked my dad like, can I retire? But he said like, if you build some things, you only build like almost 100%. You need to continue. So I feel
Sure.
like okay, I can continue, but I like push myself a little bit from that also.
Yeah.
And after I get comments, it's like it feel like someone punched me on the things. I feel like I want to retire last 8 years ago already, but I get this. It's make me want really retire.
Yeah,
But I have to
that
be like
pushed you.
every time I do interview, I have to say like oh, I'm happy, I'm everything. But it's not. You cannot
Got-
say like
Yeah,
something like that
no.
to you
Yeah.
know. But after I retire, I feel like feel free. You know. Feel
That's
like
good. Then
really
you know
happy.
you made the right decision. If you
Yeah.
feel relief, then you made the right decision. And I remember like when we were in Koh Samui, you told me already a little bit like that you were a
Yes.
big fan, and like that was like 3 years ago. So you still, I think you just recently retired, right? So you still pushed it kind of until
you
that
see,
point.
from my last 2 fights, I have pretty bad like performance because my dad and Peter and me also we wanna try, maybe like let's see,
What
I,
is- yeah.
I still have it or not. So
Yeah.
I don't have it. I don't want to punch anyone.
No, yeah. And did you still like? Did you choose to do that fight? Was that still part of your contract, or how did that work, or was that just for you, like just one last try,
Just for me,
just for you?
yeah. Just like let's see.
Let's see. And then you were like, no,
I
I'm
feel
done
like,
with this.
I'm done.
Yeah. No, but I think that's really brave, you know, of you to say like, because it's such a big part of your life, to say like, no, I'm gonna stop with it, because really like I gave it my all. I gave it like multiple chances, and the passion or the motivation is gone. I think that takes a lot of courage for people to do that. I think too many people keep stuck in relationships in like they don't like, or like, you know, that aren't good for them, jobs that aren't good for them. They hate their day-to-day, they hate doing what they, and still they keep on it. They keep on complaining. They don't do any change, you know. And I think you're very brave of like saying like, yeah, I choose a different life, and never say never, right? You're still so
Yeah.
young. All options are still over. Not any decision is final. You can always, we'll see what the future takes us. But
Because before, for me, my whole life always do for like everyone. Never think about myself.
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, I'm happy when you see my mom's happy, dad's happy. Oh, this guy's happy. Like, oh, my pet's happy, everything happy. I feel happy from
Yeah.
that. But I forgot to think about
Yeah,
myself. When I start like talking with myself, so I realize it and know like, oh, I really don't want to.
Yeah.
Because like every time when you're gonna fight someone, you don't need to like talk to yourself to see like you lie to yourself like,
Yeah.
oh, you need to aggressive, you need to fight, you need to kill.
yeah.
You don't need to say that if
Yeah.
you really want to do that, because I understand, I know myself before. I don't need to tell myself like that. Don't need
Yeah.
to tell like, oh, you need to do you need to do like best fight. I never talk to me like that. I feel like, yeah, let's go. I want to kill, I want to fight.
Yeah.
But after last 2-3 fight, I feel like I have to talk with myself a lot to like to lie to my mind. Like you have to fight, you have to do. I feel like it's not like that.
No, yeah, this is also something I learned. Like one point, you really need to start putting yourself first before you can help other people, right? Like if you're not healthy, it's very
Yeah.
hard to, be there for other people as well. And then
And the things like, I think like, people life, I think about like, oh, if I get old or my main goal in my life, what is it? And if you're like, oh, I have food, I have house, I have my lovely dogs, parents, I think that's enough. I have like lovely boyfriend, so I think it's
beautiful.
enough. And I think like, oh, why I have to like compete too much? And I think about like, oh, some people, some people never have like food like this, never have house, or you see most of pets, animal get hate, or
Yeah.
stray dogs, stray cats. Oh, have a lot of lives
Good
need
things.
help,
Yeah, yeah.
So I think about like, oh, okay, now I make money for them to make myself happy. Just that.
a new mission.
Yeah, no mission.
Yeah.
And I feel happy now. So
That's great. Oh, I'm happy to hear and I'm happy to see that.
so now I do whatever I want.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I feel like you're always busy with so many things. And how is it now being like a proper businesswoman as well? Like managing the gyms and like you were like working and like on some other things as well behind the scenes. Like how is that like new lifestyle?
It's a little bit hard because my age and my workers, like my trainers, my receptionists, like
Yeah.
they older than me. So you're young, you have to like
It's,
you be the boss. It's
Yeah.
hard. But the main goal is for me is like I want my gym or my investment to feel like a family, but still manage.
Yeah, you still
You
need to
know?
be like the respected
So-
and be the boss. Yeah.
I think it's now my gym we feel comfortable, everyone's happy, so it's good. And then last year pretty hard work for manage. It's my first time for accounts, website. I also do by myself, and
Yeah.
the gym plan I do from the game, The Sims.
No way. Like the where you
Yeah, I
want to
built a
place
gym
everything.
from
Yeah.
The Sim 4.
Oh,
I want like the architect to see like this is what I want.
that's funny. From Sims, crazy. Yeah. Yeah, but there's like so much that goes behind like running a business, right? Like I think if nobody ever ran a business themselves, they don't know like what it takes,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. What do you think like the easiest and the hardest thing is right now in like running your gym?
The easiest like have the idea, but the hardest thing is like you have to do now.
Yeah, like don't think but also do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you have like a lot of goals, but you don't have plan. So you don't have like you cannot go there.
Yeah, be strategic about it. Yeah. No, that's also I think something I learned. Like sometimes you have a good vision, but like how do you execute that vision, right? Like
Yes.
what is necessary, and sometimes like, guys, like it always takes more time that you think and always
Yeah.
more effort than you think, and even like I think we're both very positive persons, but then some still.
You can
it's,
say you want to have swimwear
Yeah.
like Michaux, but you don't know how to start,
Yeah.
so you never start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, for example, also with me, like I do start, but I'm a perfectionist. So
Same.
yeah. So you're chasing perfection, but that's something that doesn't exist, right? Because like, for example, now with like the new collection, like I can keep on improving. So at one point, like I also just need to launch and say like, it's good. And then already like I've got already so many compliments, but still I think, no, I need to do one more sample round, still more like improvement. So that's something that I need to learn. And for all the other perfectionists out in the world, I think sometimes we just need to say like, it's good as it is, and let's go on to the next thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you think too much, like,
Yeah, yeah.
I want to be the perfect one because, like,
Yes.
hey, I see this one, I feel
Yeah.
like, hey.
But I think it's also, there's so many good things that comes with it, right? But when you pay attention to the details, I always say like, like God is in the details, right? When like, like, for example, we're here and it's like, the beautiful like linen and everything is like well taken care of. It's all about that experience. And you only can create good experiences in every business if you think about the details. But yeah, I think at one point we also just need to say like, it's good as it is. It's good as it is. Yeah.
I think you should do about your story also. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Like how to build a brand, It's,
Yeah,
it's hard.
that's right. Yeah, that's true. No, but then now I'm happy we're here all together. So we're now having our Boxing to Brunch episode, and now like, we'll have on the go with La Michaux as well, where I will take you guys behind the scenes. We'll we'll talk about the fighter lifestyle. We'll get like fighters training tips and tricks. I will take you guys along with the travel moments and a lot of like random moments probably as well.
I have a lot of story.
Yeah. No, but I think you're now creating a lot of like content with your gym as well, right? Like taking people behind the scenes of that, aren't you?
My gyms,
Yeah.
like on my gym social media, I also like film, editing, everything also. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Because sometimes I like feel like, oh, I'm gonna hire someone to do, but can be better. Can be better.
Yeah.
Can be
Oh my
better.
God, I so recognize myself in that. It's crazy. Yeah.
But now I start to learn like, okay, we
Let
need to have
go.
manager to take care like some stuff because
Yeah.
I don't need to think like everything. So I have to like, okay.
It's a trap almost, right? If you think you have to do everything yourself or you're like the better than yourself, sometimes you just need to like let them learn and let them make their own mistakes because we're all human. There's always
Need
like a
to.
human error or anything.
Need to trust them.
You trust them. That's
Give them like to
the
work.
chance and like let them prove themselves. And everybody makes mistakes. I think we've all been there.
And the hardest thing like to fire someone. It's
Oh.
hard.
Have you? Did you
Yeah,
already have to do it?
before we don't have manager, so I have to do by myself. It's pretty hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
But now I have manager, much easier.
Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah, I think like you have to fire somebody. Sometimes you have to think what's best for you, but also for the other person. If it's not
Yeah.
working out in any type of business.
Because we invest.
Yeah, and they also, and if they, for example, are not loving what they're doing, they're always there, like, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to make the decision for themselves as well, like, here stops, and they can find like a new direction, and you can go find somebody else.
You need to be like at work. You need to be happy to everyone, not fight.
Yeah. But like also you can't make everybody happy. That's something I learned now as well. Like if you want to make everybody happy, nobody is happy kind of at the end, right?
Yes.
And now you have to think about, like running the business and yeah, that's a
Think
priority.
about to grow
and-
up, not like
Yeah.
only the same thing.
Very true, very true. How many people are now involved at the gym currently?
10 something.
Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot to manage.
Oof. Almost 10, I think, maybe.
No, that's good. And now you're hiring soon too, or is like for now it's
I want
enough?
to have more like strength conditioning coach. So, but for me, I want to have like the class for combat sport, like for strength and conditioning for a fighter.
Yeah.
And another one just to get fit.
Yeah. How important is it for a fighter to have strength and conditioning? Like, did you do like a lot of like strength training back in the days, or?
Because like some fighter, they're strong but not flexible. Cannot do high kick because
Oh
like
yeah, for Muay Thai or like
yeah,
kickboxing or stuff.
so many things. Like some fighter, yeah, for me, I have flat feet, and my ankle is like not stable. Can like
Yeah.
break many times. Like my feet like too flat,
Oh, really?
and my knees like so I'm over flexible.
Really?
So I have to train another things. Like Peter, he to stiff. So I need to train flexible but
Yeah.
fast. So different.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's also different, right? Like, and like, for example, like in the Thai culture, like for Muay Thai, they also say like you need to run a lot. Where you're like always like running too and stuff? No.
I think long run is good, but you need to do a sprint
Yeah.
also to make everything fast. If you do only hard training, like weight training, like the heavy one,
You get
you're gonna
bulky.
be too big and you're
Yeah.
gonna slow. So
I have that easily. When I do like strength training, I get easily like
yeah,
like
sometimes you don't
bulky.
even need to lift weight for a Muay Thai fighter.
No? Okay. Good to know. I will stop doing weights from this point on.
But it's up to person, so
yeah.
different.
Yeah. No,
But
but
for
like I
me-
get super muscular from Muay Thai only, right?
Yeah, when I train, my arms big, like you
Like
can see some
kangaroo,
photo like
right? You
kangaroo,
told
like
me, yeah.
like this. When I'm not trained, my waist go down. When I train, my waist go up a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah, and different phases, right? Like now, for example, I still love the sport, but I also train less intense. And sometimes just going on good hikes and, like, yeah, or like not training every day, or like sometimes, like in Thailand, it's like, how many times have you trained today? Like 2 or 3 times. I've been here like times before where like, you're gonna train 3 times a day. I'm gonna train 3 times a day, but then it's like crazy. Why would you do that? Like now it's once a day or like once every 2 days is plenty. At least more than enough. So yeah. And for you, like how many times a day did you train? Was it like 2 times a day? Like when you
Before,
like
when
peak,
I'm
peak
still-
fighting career? Yeah.
When I'm still in high school, only 1 time per day,
Okay.
but hard, like long time.
Like how many hours? What's
Oh.
long time?
4.
Really? Oh
Like
yeah. that's
continue
almost-
like weight training, but it's not good because everything in the same time you're gonna feel like so tired.
So your body don't
After
have-
train, go sprint and run because I don't have time. I study,
School, yeah,
Yeah,
true,
school.
yeah, because of your age, yeah.
but after school maybe like in the morning and evening,
Yeah, yeah.
just 2 times, and in afternoon weight training. So have to separate, don't like bring at the same time like training, weight training.
Yeah.
sprint,
Do it differently.
different.
Okay. Yeah. What are we gonna do later today when we're gonna go to the gym? What are you gonna let me do?
My special need.
Yes, I can't wait to try it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be good at it though.
But most of women can do good this one
Yeah?
because we're flexible. We can do.
I don't know. I think I have already old hips, but we'll
No.
see. We'll see. No, okay, Anna. I think it's time to really go and enjoy our food now because it might be getting a little bit cold already. But yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you for watching the Boxing to Brunch episode. And yeah, we'll be continuing our day. So if you haven't watched that episode, it's on the go with Michaux. We're gonna do some other fun activities later today, and yeah, go visit her gym, go train with her. So yeah, see you at the next one. Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.